So in today's video, we're going to talk about a ELA lesson that was done in the 4th grade classroom at Wilson Elementary. So she started off using HD Word off of reallyGreatReading.com. It is their curriculum that they use in this district for all of their ELA programs. And today they did oral reading and fixing grammar with oral reading. She brought up the topic, the brain. What do you already know about the brain? What ideas do you think will be covered in this passage? What words do you think you may see in this passage? This is to activate prior knowledge. So what she had them do is since this is a Zoom virtual meeting, she had them put in the chat what they already know about the topic brain. That way you're activating the prior knowledge and getting the students to start thinking about what this lesson is going to be about and more. She also went over words to preview, which was muscle, heart rate, and digest. This was so when we go into the reading, they know what these words mean since they've already reviewed them before the passage. She also had them focus on 3 words that they may struggle to pronounce, which was way, language, and protects. Then there were 3 passages. There was Reader 1, Reader 2, and Reader 3 of the brain. The students had 60 seconds to read as many words as they could, and at the end of the 60 seconds, the teacher put a bracket showing that that's where they finished within the 60 seconds. Reader 1 finished the entire passage without any mistakes in today's lesson. Reader 2 only made it through the first sentence and missed 1 word, so the students worked together as a group to figure out which word she said wrong, and they did this by making sure they listen and pay attention closely. Reader 3 read the entire passage with only 2 mistakes, and the teacher and the students worked together to figure out why, and they put a slash through it and put a caret and added a word where it was needed. Next, they worked on short vowels, and she had the students unmute themselves and pronounce the short vowels of A, E, I, O, and U. And that is the phonics program. Next, she went into the panorama, which also goes along with the curriculum. It's also science-based as well. And today's topic was living things, structures, and functions. She makes PowerPoints to go over everything that the students will be doing that day. And this was the start of their lesson for the week. So this is all of the overview and the beginning information. She first starts off by explaining the purpose statement. She does this that way the students are realizing what is important for them to learn and what she is hoping for them to gain. She then starts with a big question. The big question, it just is a way to get your mind thinking and start thinking critically. And then the focus question is, what are we going to be reading about? What is the main point? And the focus question was, how do animals use physical and behavioral adaptations to survive? She then goes into background knowledge. She started with a background video of things that the students should already know about animals and their external and internal structures. She then went over all of the key points of the video to review them with the students all together. She then introduced the books, The Leaping Lizards and The Predators and Prey. She had the students point out the authors and read the summaries and explain what summary and genre both were. That way the students were completely prepared for the books that will be read this week. She then went over multiple vocabulary words that will be found in the passages. After reviewing the word by saying it out loud with the students and reading the definition, the teacher had them put up a number 1, 2, or 3 with their fingers through their video camera, showing 1, they could use the word in a sentence, 2, they have seen the word but couldn't use it, and 3, have never used or know how to use the word. This is a great way to see if the students can truly understand what these words are and where they need to be. She even said that she hopes all students that were a 3 will make their way up to a 2 or a 1 by the end of the week. And there was a total of 8 vocabulary words. They pronounced them, rated them 1, 2, or 3, defined. The teachers also use Google Hangout and Google Classroom to communicate with the students about their ELA and other assignments. Miss Wagner goes in and puts all of her information onto Google Hangout and Google Classroom and uploads documents for the students to go in and click on their assignments that are due that week or that day and have them complete it. Once they've completed it, the teacher then gets a notification saying that the student has completed it and submitted the assignment. It's very similar to what we use, Blackboard, but it's modified differently for younger kids. And this is the best practices done by Miss Wagner at Wilson Elementary, 4th grade level.